Hi everybody, it's Eva from SocaMom.com and welcome to our group. I'm so glad that you are here. So today is Friday. It's Father Friday. Today is the day that we talk about all things dads. As you know, every day when we have new members, I'll share a little bit about me because I feel like if I'm asking you to comment down below and tell me a little bit about yourself, then I should tell you a little bit about myself as well. So to go along with our dad theme, I figured I'd tell you a little bit about my dad. Now, I know you can't see it on the camera, but I will hold it up and show it to you. Today I have on my Howard University, there it is, my Howard University School of Law sweatshirt. Now, in America right now, it's hot. It is hot. So this is going to be a really quick video because this sweatshirt is really, really warm. So anyway, my dad came up here from Tobago in the 60s to go to school. He had married my mom in England and came here to get his education while she got hers. So they both went to Howard University. He went there for undergraduate school and went there for law school as well. He graduated a few years before I was born, and then shortly after I was born, everybody picked up and moved down south. One of the really cool things that brings everything full circle, I was raised in the southern United States in South Carolina, but I was born in Washington, D.C. while my parents were in school at Howard, and I live here now. And I just graduated last year from Howard University School of Law. Now, I didn't go there for undergrad. I am an Aggie. We'll talk about that on a different day. But it has all come full circle. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about how my dad going to law school and everything kind of plays into how I ended up in law school and how SocaMom fits into all of that. So I started SocaMom back in 2011. I got the idea back in 2009, saved the domain name, but I wasn't ready. As you can see, it took me 7 years to start this group, so I'm not always the fastest mover. I started SocaMom and I got to hear a lot of your stories about immigration and how difficult it is to get into the United States and build a family here, and the different pitfalls that come through the immigration process. We've heard a lot about that in recent days, so it's always been difficult to come into the United States. It's just been recently that we're talking about it more. So SocaMom was pretty much the catalyst for me going back to school to study law. I got to hear a lot of your stories through the years being a blogger on SocaMom and meeting a lot of people with mixed status families, people who had just moved here, people who were working on their immigration, and the different problems that they were facing. I had always wanted to be an attorney. I always wanted to be an attorney. I did a lot of things besides that. Of course, if you check back here every day, we will go through all of these things. But I've always wanted to be an attorney, and I felt like this was perfect. It was a great time. I was homeschooling my kids, and I knew it was going to be tough. And then I was older. I was one of the oldest people in my class. And then I just got up one day and said, I'm going to do it. I am going to see what I can do to really learn about the immigration process, really learn how the law works so that I can help the people in the SocaMom community. So I graduated last year, and it's funny, every year I had a class that was right next to my dad's class mural. So every day I would go by and see him kind of looking at me like, girl, your grades better be right. So the whole thing with my dad coming here came full circle when I graduated from law school last year. I've talked about my parents quite a bit on SocaMom.com, but I had a really special video that I did in partnership with AT&T a couple years ago, and I will put the link to that in this description, and I will also share a little bit of it at the end of this video. The video is about how my dad ended up here in the United States and kind of a few of the things that he went through once he moved here. So I'll share a little bit about that at the end. Thank you so much for joining our group. I look forward to learning more about you. Now that you have watched this video, if you are already a member of the group, please comment down below and welcome our new members. If you are new to the group, comment down below in the comments section and tell us a little bit about yourself. It doesn't have to be a full video like this. It doesn't have to be an essay or anything like that. We just want to get to know you. Thank you so much and enjoy your Friday. Bye.
Well, at the time I had graduated from high school, my friends had graduated the year before, and they had left for university. They had enrolled in Howard University, and they told me how wonderful it was. At the time I was teaching second grade, and I felt a little envious of my friends. I felt as though I was being left behind. And actually, I began to think that life did not consist solely of sunshine and scenery, but there was a lot more out there. So I decided that I would begin to save up my money. This was in 1964. It took me a year to save up enough money to get my plane fare and my first year of school tuition and books and my first winter coat. So the day came, I put on my first tailor-made suit. At that time, that's the only way to get a suit. There was no off-the-nail suit. You had to have a tailor-made suit. So I had my tailor-made suit and my suitcase with all my possessions, and I was ready.